Hey YouTube, Sponge Money here with a brand new video. And today we're gonna talk about not just explain stories that has happened to us, like any encounters that we've like that are unexplainable and really spooky that's happened to us. And we're gonna try to tell you one story, like just to see side to side comparisons, just to, you know, I'm gonna tell you a story and then he's gonna tell you a story, and we might do this again later on in the month since it's gonna be October, so we wanted to do something spooky related. And we're gonna get started with the video. So Hugo's gonna start off with a story about, you know, an encounter that he's had, you know, like, because we've had a lot of encounters where we're just gonna pick, you know, one from them. So
yeah, so this event happened to me in my childhood. It was in my parents' house or apartment, because we were renting an apartment when I was 7 years old, if I'm correct. And well, it was a normal day. We had fun at the park and everything. And once we came back from the park and everything, it was already night, because we had spent the whole day at the park playing, you know, just messing around. Parents, son bond. And then once we came back from the park, we had a little dinner, and then we went back to sleep. And all I can remember is my parents waking up all scared, saying that they saw 3 shadows, and I was in the middle between them. I was still sleeping, but I heard them really fast once it happened. Once it all happened.
So you went home, and you what? You sleep with your parents at the time?
Yeah, I was 7 years old. And yeah, I can remember them screaming, but the second I heard them screaming, I woke up like all drowsy and everything, and I just went back to sleep. It's like they turned the lights off after that happened, because it was, I think they just thought it was like an imagination that happened, like a little hallucination, but God knows if it was real or not, like if it was actually 3 shadows, or maybe it was someone breaking in or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna show you a picture of what he's trying to talk about. He told me this story before about shadow people, and if you look up shadow people on Google, this is what they look like. They look like figures that you know, just all you just see is their body apparition. You cannot see their face, you cannot see anything, because they're just plain black, and you can't really see. But you know what, like you said, you woke up in the middle of the night and you saw 3 shadow figures, like right in front of you in your bedroom or down the hallway, whatever. But like, you know, that's how they look like. And there's a lot of, you know,
like as a young boy, I like really didn't expect that to happen. Like I wouldn't know what my parents were talking about. They told me we saw shadows or something, I would have just been like, swim back to sleep. Who cares?
Yeah.
So now it's Arturo's turn. It's just been like a scary event that happened to him in childhood.
Okay. So my story is gonna be, the topic is literally gonna be just sleep paralysis. I've had a lot of sleep paralysis, but normal ones are like when you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't move, you cannot talk, but you can only like breathe and, you know, hum, and you can just move your eyes. But sleep paralysis have been, you know, one of the most scary events that you can experience in a lifetime. Like a lot of people maybe once have experienced it, but I've experienced it a lot of times, so has he. But there's one in particular that I cannot explain. This one happened when I was like 8 years old, and it was not here in Arredondo. I was like back in Houston or Austin, Texas, I'm not sure. I don't remember what city it was, but we slept over at somebody's house in Austin, family that we had up there.
If you're wondering why we're itching a lot, it's because we're in the park right now. Yeah, it's full of mosquitoes.
Yeah. So that day when we got there, we put our stuff, we packed in, and they let us sleep there for like a few days. The first night, they made us sleep in the living room. And they had, and in the living room, you can see the kitchen, like where the couch is at. If you're laying flat, you look straight, you can see the kitchen with the light on. So that day, I had a really creepy dream about a little girl that would tell me that she would be following me around, and it was at the house. I was dreaming about the house that I was sleeping at. It's just that I had a dream about this little girl that would follow me around and tell me to go in under the sink and stuff like that. I don't remember much. I was 8 years old, so when I woke up, I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, and all I could do is literally breathe and just panic. And I remember at that moment I was just praying, like, oh my God, like it was I think it went on for like 2-3 minutes, and it felt like an hour. Like that was how it was, really scary. And at the same time, like a minute into the sleep paralysis, I can feel a little girl hand, like I don't know if it was a little girl, but like a little baby girl grabbing my ear just like this in the middle of the night when I was having my sleep paralysis, and I could feel it. It was all real. It was not a dream. I know it was not a dream because after that, like going on for like 2 minutes, a little girl started touching my ear, right? And then like it went on for like a minute, and then she stopped or whatever. I knew it was a little girl because of the dream, so I was like, you know, I was creeped out. And I woke up, And the second I woke up, I went to run to my dad because he was across the living room, sitting in another and laying down in the other couch sleeping. And I woke him up and I told him somebody was touching me in my sleep. So he told me to sleep with him. Like 4 years later, I told that story to my grandpa because he was right there with us sleeping at the house, and he said that he had the same dream the night I had the dream. So it was just a coincidence. Like he even said that the little girl told him to go in the sink. He would follow him around, and I was like, holy, it's like that's scary. Like what a coincidence. But that was like one of the scariest encounters I've had with sleep paralysis. Just waking up and feeling a little girl touching my ear. And I felt it, you know, like nothing like that has ever happened up to date, but that was a scary encounter, you know, with something paranormal and spooky.
Honestly, that is like the most scariest thing you could ever experience, sleep paralysis. Like, and for example, like you told us right now the story of the little girl sleep paralysis in Austin, Texas, right? Mm-hmm. And well, honestly, sleep paralysis isn't a joke, guys. Even though it may not be real, it is like, I don't know, God may know what happened. Like, what will happen?
Yeah, but like scientifically speaking, sleep paralysis is just like when you wake up, but your body is still asleep. But feel a girl touching your ear and you have a creepy dream. That's
like sensation.
Yeah,
like, that's creepy. Like,
that's creepy.
Like it's real, but
I would have been fine with just waking up and can't move, but with having that dream and just like, you know, feeling someone touching my ear, it's just something.
It feels so real.
It's otherworldly.
Yeah.
There's many theories about it.
They said that, like the theory.
Yeah, like they say that a demon is sleeping or laying down on your chest so you won't get up, or a shadow figure in the corner is watching you sleep and he doesn't want you to move.
They call him the Hat Man.
The Hat Man, or there's a lot of stuff that people like.
Put a picture of the Hat Man right now.
Like theorized, like over the years, and the Hat Man has been one of the creepy, you know, beings that you can see in the middle of the night, you know, in your room, just lurking in the corner of your room. So those are basically like our theories and just like spooky events that we've ever experienced. Maybe we'll do another video and because there's a lot of more stuff that we want to talk about, but we're not gonna have an hour video just talking about all this stuff.
Yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed our spooky, scary stories that we just told, and I hope the visual, the pictures, help you understand more of what we experienced.
Yeah.
That pretty much covers all the videos.
So Sponge Minded out!